did I escape? With difficulty. How did I plan this moment? With pleasure. And everything else. Except your life. It's complicated. Let's just say it's vengeance. For the life you stole from me. How did you ever call yourself my friend? You sent me to hell! Why? If I have to, I will kill you. I will not stop now.
I've had great fun working with Brenton. He's such a nice guy, and he's very good. And no, I've got to like him a lot. I mean, we spent a long time doing this fight, and we probably giggled more than we should have. I don't mean giggled in like strong male hearty laughs, but yeah, I mean, he's got a great sense of humour. He's very unaffected. He's just a really nice guy, and yeah, I think he's got a great future.
Shut up. What do you want? Thanks, but no thanks. I mean, I plead temporary insanity. See, I'm a hardcore gymnast. Sorry, not interested. What are you doing? How do you even know her? You know what? Count me in. I'm not about stealing. You ripped off those cheers. Well, your trophies are bullshit because you're a sad-ass liar. Oh, really? You're in for a rude awakening. Get in. For real. Get in.
Oh, do forgive me for scratching you, dear. I got a bit carried away. It's a cat thing. Feeling good about tomorrow, are you? Look, I probably shouldn't say this, but, well, they say that you've forgotten that you're a pig. Isn't that silly? They even say that you don't know what pigs are for. You know why pigs are here. The cow's here to be milked, the dogs are here to help the boss's husband with the sheep, and I'm here to be beautiful and affectionate to the boss. The fact is that pigs don't have a purpose, just like ducks don't have a purpose. For your own sake, I'll be blunt. Why do the bosses keep ducks? To eat them. So why do the bosses keep a pig? The fact is that animals that don't seem to have a purpose really do have a purpose. The bosses have to eat. It's probably the most noble purpose of all when you come to think about it. Pork, they call it. Or bacon. They only call them pigs when they're alive. Oh, the boss's husband's just playing a little game with you.
I make my way to the top, and I find myself standing on an island floating in midair on the edge of the void. Of course, I automatically look across to the opposite tower, but then I have to dare to look down.
You don't like me. You don't know me, but you don't like me.
I know you.
Yes! I'm sorry, it slipped my mind. Of course I met you yesterday with Marty. Nice to see you again. Because I forgot for a moment who you were. Oh, your friend Marty. I'm sorry, what did I say that was so bad? I said hello, and I think I said he made a kick-ass margarita. And how'd I say it? Ouch. I agree. Well, I hired him, I paid him, he served. That's what a servant does. For the sake of argument. A job he took willingly. And I bet if you ask him, he'll tell you he made excellent tips that night, because my friends, they tend to enjoy the refill. To a bartender, tips are very much the point. However, the rules of a civilized society may frown upon a certain obvious show of snobbery, so if that's your argument, well, I can give you a moment to formulate one if you want to continue. Now tell me that wasn't fun.
It's really a tough thing to deal with. You don't have to be dressed up. Oh, we turned that plane around. I was shaking. Angry. Like, angry. I wanted to punch that man. You know, I don't really know how you deal with that. I immediately texted people. I said, I can't believe this shit just happened. And you know, and I had to work. I had things to do.
He's got some moves, huh? And as much as I hate to belabor a point, I'm chatty as part of my charm. I'm saying that our boy here has some skills. He's been trained, and trained well. Like right there. That. He sliced that cable off his ankle before it went taut. You don't just do that. That has to be practiced, learned.
You know how I feel about the show? It disgusts me. Thought that I was disgusted because I couldn't stand the idea of 25 exceptional women fighting over one ordinary fella, in my opinion. You know how I feel, ladies. We are too special to be arguing over a guy. But then I found that show just as creepy, but in a completely different way. I was like, ew, ew, ew.
I see Joe, and I'm like, Joe. How do I acquire the English accent? And then I passed out. Woke up 4 days later, and there was a tentacle growing out of both my eyeball and my ear. I think, for me, the times we live in are sort of a choose-your-own-adventure of mental illness. And millennials have been given a lot of, intense information. People think we're crazy, and they're right. So that's not a misconception.
And we are going to compliment battle each other to the death.
My mom's a nurse, and Dad came into the ER pretty torn up. Hunting accident or something. That's about it. We're not exactly a nuclear family. When I was 12, my mom had one of his old numbers, and after I begged her, 24/7, she finally called him. He would swing by once a year or so. Called when he could, but still. He taught me poker and pool, and even bought me my first beer when I was 15. And he showed me how to drive. Dad, he had this beautiful 67 Impala.
And he goes, "You need a permit to dig here." And I said, "Hey, what's that over there?" And then I took the treasure and ran. That treasure was cursed, by the way. Oh, crap. I opened a mirror dimension again. Does my hair really look like that? Always thinking I appropriated their cultural heritage. They're not wrong. No applause, please. Okay, just a little bit of thunderous acclaim. A little? Everyone see that? No? Damn! Now I gotta go and do it again! Oh, please don't die. I can't lose a sidekick. Not again. Sick burn, probably wasn't listening. This is no time for jokes. Your jokes. My jokes are great. That belongs in a museum. All of this belongs in a museum.
How did I escape? With difficulty. How did I plan this moment? With pleasure. And everything else. Except your life.